Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. What's this in the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're going to find out. Or try to, at least. Alright, let's do it. Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Would you mind coming with me? I'll prove that these thick rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go, science awaits us. Alright. Back in the prosecutor's office. Underground parking lot, yep. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Of course it was our victim who was killed at the department. And my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. The old drum was empty. Oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor. It was water. Yep. My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene, never. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Oh, whether there was blood stains or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. What's that grin for? The situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. Oh yeah. Yep, I know about that. When the police have already done those tests. Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Me, why do I have to do it? I'm a minor, I can't even drink yet. Testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses. You have an extra pair of those things? I can imagine just right in those the pink glasses. To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Touch the screen and spray it on. Let's find some bloodstains. Alright, well, right there. Just keep spraying, I guess. Unless I just keep spraying that one spot. Yeah. You can see her eyes shrinking behind those glasses, or shining behind those glasses. So, is this a blood stain? It's so, ugh. Emma, you're shaking. It's just this is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigations in action. Okay. Well, we definitely know this is a blood stain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course. Yeah, why is that just that spot, right? What's odd about this scientifically? The amount of blood, or... yeah. He died from blood loss. Perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It's strange if they fought here and there'd have to be more bloodstains than this. Hey, Mr. Wright, see how I'm marking up the floor plan when we find a bloodstain? See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah, that's very useful information to have. Saved up my allowance to buy this. How much was it? How much is it to buy that kind of... that? We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in courts. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. And will drag that hidden evidence out in the light of day. Yeah. It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Yeah, you're right, it does. Luminal stuff is gonna come in handy. Ha. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. The star. You only trust your own eyes. Not bad, you two. The day-old deli box is on the house. It's just that kind of lead in doesn't really get my mouth watering. What do you want? You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Starbutt. No, it's okay. It was my fault. Yeah, it is. We know. It is your fault. I witnessed it and everything from the security room right there. But I was afraid that it wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. You lied on the witness stand. That is actually unforgivable. You being caught in a lie on the witness stand. You should actually be in jail right now. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and the testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. I mean, your location wasn't the only thing you got wrong. Right? I know this photograph has something important to tell us. What? So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know. I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long they called me the cough up queen. Here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And you were let go, fired. Yeah, you were fired. The prim proper prosecutor hadn't let me go. I'd still be one today. That's all because of that case, the SL9 incident. SL9. Present, maybe? Is there anything else? This? What do you think about this? SL9 incident. Oh, that knife. That note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over, not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Please? Hello? Maybe to present her with another one. An incident on a knife, I don't know, Goodman. Why don't you tell us more, please? Hello? Whatever, then. Examine. Why don't we examine the car now? Yeah, that's pretty red, alright. The body was found on the edge of the car trunk, and the lock on the trunk was broken too. Question, why did Miss Guy choose his car? So what model car is it? I think it was called a sedan, or a coupe, something like that. Those are car types, Mr. Wright, not models. You're a guy, aren't you, Mr. Wright? You're supposed to know these things. Maybe it's about time I got my driver's license. Oh, okay, huh. So, Phoenix Wright doesn't have his driver's license. Can we go up to the... Hey, Edgeworth, are you in here? That was a pretty good, court session. Well, this place is certainly tidy today, and will be tidy tomorrow too. Incidentally, he's not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. Guess we'll have to come back. Oh, what a shame. Let's see. Detention center, and then police department entrance. Let's go to detention center. It's not here, is she? Alright then. All the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in 2 places at the same time? Can you imagine? How's she supposed to answer that? She's not. The chief said they'd caught a criminal. They'd caught the criminal at the police department. Let's come back later. Yeah, okay. Criminal affairs. Everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, I bet there was a vicious murder of a detective in this department after all. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time and the prosecutor to lots. Makes my head hurt. First things first, I want to check out the crime scene here. You sound dead set on investigating. Don't mess up or we would wind up dead. Doubt anyone would want more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. So, do we just... Oh, wait. Examine this. The police mascot, is it? A blue badger, future star of the police force. Designed a little change from the one outside. Ah, well, the dancing blue badger is still under development, you see. You have a trademark. Absolutely, this cutting-edge stuff right now. I showed the doll here to my daughter and she burst into tears. Don't show the movie mock-up inside, then you'll give her nightmares. Alright, let's go to the thing. Is it out here? No. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed in their own department. Evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlets we got at the front desk. Here it is. She's like a kid at an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. So do we gotta... Ooh. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. Is what's his face here? The cowboy. I don't remember his name. Behind that door is the evidence room, the scene of the crime. It sure seems that way. Oh. What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. If you can't handle that cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who this guard is already. Quickly. No? I guess we could just examine. Like, what's this on the floor? Left on the floor, it's a lasso. Looks like it's set up as a trap. A trap here. Oh wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed. I'm sure you have an active imagination. You sure have an active imagination. Look at that figure in cowboy hat. Yipes, that sure is really must be a real deal. So one would be sufficient. This cactus is a lot like my sister, actually. Here we go. I didn't expect this for my cactus. Encased in a cold, rigid shell with thorns pointing in every direction, just like her. You know, I've been looking at the cactus for a while now, and I don't see the resemblance. It's more of an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Thank God. Oh, why do they have alcohol in here? Ooh, yeah, look at this. Looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. A light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of here. Why don't we do that? Actually, hold on. Examine the door. I guess we can't get in there because we don't have a pass, right? Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open. I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Oh my goodness. So where do we go then? Criminal Affairs Department. Maybe just ask. No. Let's go to security guard, criminal. Maybe someone from here. Attention center. I feel like I need to talk to you more. But like, guess not. Record. Can we use spray her? Well, maybe we use it in the. Let's use it in the thing. The whatever. This criminal affairs department. No, not that. Shit. Why can't I go in through there? This charity guard office. Here, let's spray this. Let's see if there's anything in here. What happened there? Wow, we got a reaction. Clearly blood around the thorns here. The room's pretty messy. Someone must have tripped over something and planted their head right in the thorns. I think that might be more painful than being murdered. That's it. Let's move. Oh, here we go, watch this. Wait a second. What is that on its thing? What is that? Blue badger is still riding around today. Why does it have like a thing on its left like antenna? Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department has been dancing around like crazy since yesterday. Can't take out his batteries. I just can't help but feel he's going to do something naughty. Right. Here, watch. This is it. The true murderer. No. I don't think I was expecting anything. Let's move to I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Go here maybe? It's a good thing we have an infinite amount of this stuff. Just spray his whole room. Guess not. I don't think there's anything else here. Oh, is that? No, it's the same trophy. So it has to be just you. But like you're not talking. Court record maybe. Presents this. Had one of those up until 2 years ago. But then you were caught with Queen Wright. We found this ID card here in this parking lot. No I'm mistaken that, it's definitely Goodman's. But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department. That's impossible. I wish I could be so sure. What about... Ha. Here's your photo. Think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime and climbed the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes? In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The whole of my testimony, as it were. 5 minutes weren't the problem that started your lying was the problem. Listen, little girl, I've had my testimony disregarded before. and I wasn't gonna have it disregarded again. Just like that time. Oh, here we go, that time. You know, let me talk with you about that now? Yeah, here we go, finally. That's when I learned the truth. We're nothing of them disposable. 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. The police and the prosecutor were desperate for decisive evidence, so they didn't solve it. On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any clearer than that. The only problem was they never did find decisive evidence, not even a little. The criminal was executed, right? Evidence of a sort, made up evidence. Oof, you mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you're one of those. Myself and one other person you know well. Could it be? Exactly, Officer Jake Marshall. He's on the security detail in the police department, isn't he? Yeah, what is up with him? As professional detectives, we investigated the case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined, and then it was all over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten L-Cell 9. There's another side of the case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate them. Miss Starr's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? When the detectives on the case have disappeared, we find new evidence. Has to be connection. There's absolutely connection. So, rookie, it seems you're serious about investigating this case. Then you should take this. A Salisbury steak lunch. I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Oh, Marshall. Miss Starr, Officer Marshall, is he your, are you his, are you going out? Why do you want to know? I'm just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. Yep, but now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were, nothing more than that. I see, thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Thank you. So will Phoenix Wright, the rookie defense attorney, do what I'm guessing 4 detectives couldn't and solve the case? The police department. Oh, hey, you're gonna talk to me some more? This place is charged with frantic energy as always. Please. Wasn't that? Oh, one stick lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. There's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is to take a lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's not time for despair. We've caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence. The criminal, you mean? You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, pal? Yeah, on the same day the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department. And the perpetrator, or do you have a suspect? Nope. Oh, there was a suspect, just arrested him in fact. And who's the suspect? It's the biggest scandal that hit the station in ages. Everyone's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is we need a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly. Are they gonna say Marshall was the witness? Or not the the suspect? If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figured he's down there having a good cry. Later. Marshall definitely is the suspect. He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. No way, dude. Can I like get to the detention center from here? Yeah. So I do feel better about things a little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, then they... Yeah, I guess they did. Best not to go far down the road right now, things will get confusing. What was that? Sir, what am I... That's what I'm saying, me, a perpetrator. I'd say I was the perpetrator against... What? I'd say I was the perpetrated against, sir, that's what I'd say. It's him? Oh, sir, hi, greetings, sir. I know who you are. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? That's Meekins, yeah. Your guard here at the detention center. No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. No, sir, how should I say this? He isn't, is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir. He's the suspect? Now this is an unexpected turn of events. Also, what's up with your hand? Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir. No, I can't hear you. I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. Guard office in front of the room is empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at evidence room. That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now the security office, sir, was none other than Officer Marshall. And then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person. Oh, what the heck is this guy doing? What happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red, I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? When I ask, what happened to your hand? Yeah, just like, there's no one to bandage me, sir, so I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on this hand, yeah. Just like Sky. Yet another similarity between this case and that one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me like, with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. You have to label me as a persecutor or victim, sir. Then label me as a victim. I would, but you happen to be in the detention and alive and well at that. Yeah, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. You're the victim, Detective Goodman. Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So you didn't know him. I guess that's why you didn't think he was weird or suspicious. I work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So if he was totally stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir, none. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. And your hands, that happened when Detective Goodman was stabbed. Oh, you see, sir. Only thing you should confess. Sir, but there was nothing you could do. Nothing you could do to tell you the truth when it happened. When the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. The next thing I knew, I was unconscious. Wait, the detective pointed the knife at you? Then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. Now when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand. Oh, the shock, all the sorrow, can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared. That's some story.